Right, that means we are going to be seeing Zach Sonic against 13's Marth once again. Zach, this is a button check.
Uh, wait, is it? Wait, is that a button check? Wait, wait. I don't want to.
Is this a button check or is this Sonic New?
I think they're playing video games. I think this is video games. This looks like video games, right? You guys ever see Super Smash Bros. Ultimate?
Because it looks like Sonic gameplay.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna come out and say it. You know, Sonic is a character.
No way. You've got to be kidding me.
You know, I was surprised to learn it myself, but Sonic is a character. You can select him on the screen, and then it says Sonic, and then you pick him, and then you do all this stuff. You do all these spin dashes and all this crazy stuff. And Zach Numbers, that's what I like to call him, because I can't remember all those numbers. So Zach Numbers is his name. You know, he's one of the best Sonics on the interwebs.
The fact that Zach Numbers ran off in the first stock and just SD'd right off the bat at 0%, and they're continuing to play it out. They completely killed my mentality with that. I need to get back into the swing of things. Good lord. So stock counts are even. Zach, you know, doing what he does best. He's like playing really, really patiently. 13 is just sort of struggling to initiate. I feel like he just can't seem to get a hit.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, like getting that stock lead, you know, just kind of for free, you know, we'll take it, especially against a character like Sonic Online, you know. Sonic's a character that I feel like throughout Ultimate, like, I always thought he was pretty good. I always felt he was kind of underrated. Only recently have people started to notice he's good. But even then, people kept re-noticing it because of Wi-Fi. Because this character, he is, I'm just going to spell it out for you. He's a threat, like a real serious threat online.
Yeah, I feel like people finally started like taking note of it just before, you know, all the quarantine business happened. We've definitely been getting like a lot of Sonic results, most notably, I guess, I don't know, like Wrath. You know, Wrath's performances have been super, super stellar, but able to get the spin dash into the 4-liter, and just like that, despite the fact that he, you know, kind of killed himself at 0%, Zach Numbies has successfully brought it all the way back.
Yeah, for sure. You know, just with that Sonic, you know, just doing this, you know, a lot of side Bs, a lot of down Bs. I'm gonna be real with you. I can't really tell the difference between the two. They look very similar, but a lot of these spin dashes, you know, Sonic's all about playing that game where it's like, hey, you can't hit me, you can't catch me. That's what his character's all about, man. He's all about speed.
You guess wrong once in neutral, you're taking chip by chip by chip damage, but finally 13 is able to land a stock with a very, very nice pivot cancel F-tilt. Yeah, really, really powerful move. The tipper of that is so potent. You see how antsy 13 is getting with his movement? Like, he's anticipating all of these things that Zach is doing from such a far distance, and Zach has all the time in the world to be able just to react and hold back.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm not even gonna lie, this is like one of the first times I've really like closely watched and like almost like analyzed Sonic gameplay online. Like, it looks so hard to hit Zach, like the way he's spacing these side Bs, going in and out, weaving in and out of 13's space. 13 has to like really hard read where he's gonna go.
But yeah, you also, like, I feel like people, like, kind of go out of their way to complain about this a lot, but you also have to consider how difficult it is to consistently be playing like that, to be playing with so much reservation and like, just, like, so much patience. 13 going off stage, definitely abusing Sonic's linear ability to get back onto the stage, able to get a couple of hits, but nothing to seal it out quite yet.
Yeah, something that I like that Zach's doing is if he doesn't want to commit to his spin dash, he's immediately down airing out of it, like at a safe distance, so he can reset neutral, get the kind of positioning he wants. And now we're seeing this kind of thing here too. Like I said, just like that, if he isn't 100% confident, he's just going to reset and be like, all right, let's try this again.
He's faking out 13. He's trying to bait 13 to come in, really, really, you know, try to punish the landing down in, and then he's going to have a proper whiff punish ready for it. He has no incentive to approach, but Marth, Mamma Mia. Whew.
So strong. And you know, just like that too, Zach like inched his way back all the way. He was like baiting with the dares and all these air, like he was moving like really nice. And like playing like that consistently, like you said, like it's hard. Like it's not easy to like always just play like the keep away game, you know, because sometimes it's like, oh, I want to go in here, but you gotta play reserved, you gotta play careful. And Zach was, but you know, just that small F tilt, you know, honestly, the stock at the beginning of the match, stuff like that matters a lot. So 13's gonna take that, but Zach
Yeah,
numbers, I
losing a
think we're going to
stock,
see some
losing
big
an entire
plays.
stock when you get 0% in the beginning of the game, matters. That matters a lot.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Like, it's rough, but he still played it really well. So he had 2 stocks. Let's see how he does with 3. I think he can pull out the W for sure. But 13 still, staying composed there, playing it well. Forward tilt killing mad early. Like I said, these like really good Marth players, they're just so good at spacing their moves perfectly. Always getting that tip or hitbox. I could never do that.
Now, like, once again, 13, I feel like he's really, like, he's whiffing a couple of moves in Zach's face. He doesn't have, like, the timing right of when to actually initiate a hit on Zach. So he's just getting hit a couple of times over and over. This time, you see he's waiting, overcommitting to the F tilt. Not going to get too punished for it, though. You just can't touch him. Good lord.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like Zach's just kind of keeping up the same game plan, I think his game plan was fine. It was just kind of that stock at the beginning. And also, I want to note this too, that Sonic, he's so good at the keep away game. He's hard to hit, but sometimes I feel like other than raw smash attacks and back air, kind of struggles to find that kill. So I wonder if we're going to see a situation where 13's like stacked up with rage and Sonic just can't dig out the kill. But let's see what Zach can do. I see him throwing out a lot of F smashes and back airs.
Oh, well, able to get the parry, but still no punish on 13's part. Honestly, I feel like the goal of Sonic is just to establish a significant lead as soon as possible, so that you have the ability to play as reserved as you would like for the rest of the game. So that you are not forced to approach, gets the grounded spike, it keeps missing those up airs, and is going to get the Sally spot of the F smash there. Really, really unfortunate.
Oh, I thought he was dead. I'm like not even going to lie. Like, after the last game, like, I was like, oh, is he dead again? Like, he tricked me. I did not think he was living that, but using that air dodge, making sure he's back. Still an even game here.
I like the way that 13 is jumping around Zach's shield. Like, normally, like, he would be landing aggressively, trying to space it forward out, but he's really, really making Zach uncomfortable sitting in shield, the way that he's just, like, floating above him, sort of trying to bait out a jump or roll out of shield, and he's positioning himself to be able to punish it. Good jump out, really, really smart, anticipating the spring there.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like a lot of the time, Zach's, like, best options here are just his ability to force 13 to make poor decisions. Like you said, these small things where he's down airing out of spin dash, air dodging away after homing attacks, just forcing 13 to overcommit at the wrong time and then capitalizing. Stuff like that is what Sonic is all about. And right now, Zach, he's got a lead from it.
Yeah, he has a stock lead, but Marth, definitely carried through that. I mean, Marth either he kills or he doesn't kill, right? And just what I said then, like, misspacing the pivot cancel F tilt ever so slightly. This match is going to go such a different way. It looked like that should have tipped, but alas, it really did not.
For sure. Okay, I like that what Zach just did. He kind of mixed up his escape there, using that up B and then air dodging. It felt like before he was kind of using the homing attack or using the, doing something and immediately air dodging. That time he saved it for later. I like what he did there. Now this is where Zach excels, just that keep away game. But right when I say that, 13, well-spaced back air.
Yep, definitely catching that overly aggressive way to get back onto the stage. 13 really, really smart. Again, like, after game 1, he realized, okay, more than anything, I need to be preserving my double jump at all costs. And it is working out so well for him.
Yeah, for sure. Oh my god. Yeah, and his springs, he's been dropping them a lot. Feels like 13 has been able to dodge most of them, have it be a non-factor, but that time getting hit, definitely something that 13 still has to look out for. Those Sonic spin, the Sonic springs, they can be a lot of trouble off the level.
Good F tilt just to gain that stage control. Going to be, creating a little ledge trap for himself. Able to get a little bit more damage. Tries to do a little something schmixy with the reverse dancing blade, though he does not find it.
Yeah, like saying this before, Stretch does that a lot too. A lot of what 13's doing, his spatial awareness, the way he spaces his moves, really reminding me of Stretch. Just really good awareness of what options work at what times. Love seeing cool stuff like that.
Yep, and that F smash not going to kill from center stage quite yet. Sonic definitely kicked through the struggles to kill. Wow, what a recovery. That was pixels away from not snapping.
Yeah, for sure, so close. But Marth, ever since even the good old days, known to have those magnet hands, that's kind of his thing. So able to recover there. Okay, now we're laying on the hurt.
Set up something with those grounded spikes. Once again, I feel like he really, really wants that grounded spike into up air. Tries to go for a ledge trap, is not able to find it quite yet, though. 13 is holding onto the stock so well, and this is exactly what he needs to be doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is kind of what I was talking about before, where it's like Sonic's keep away game is really good. His neutral is really good. It's hard to hit him, but when he needs to get that closing stock, it can be really tough for him. I think this is a situation where, 13's got to take advantage of the fact that, he's just got better kill power.
But the back air, 140%, more than enough to be able to take it. 13, he needs a back air, he needs an F tilt, he needs an up tilt, he needs something right now, or otherwise this game is just going to snowball out of his control.
Yeah, absolutely. That's honestly what Sonic's all about, getting that lead and then slowly piling on. Seems like Zach, he knows exactly what his game plan is here. Doesn't want to overcommit, wants to keep it simple. Like I said, I like the dares out of spin dash. It's a good mix-up.
That fail, just barely not connecting. Good lord. 13, yeah, he's playing it patiently. He's staying at just sub-center stage, but he has to keep his eyes on that timer because it is starting to run short. 13, the way he's getting back to stage.
Notice.
Yeah, we have a minute on the clock.
That is a clock
time
with time on
it,
for sure.
Fun. Yeah, time really flies when you're having fun. I'm sure 13 is having a time of his life.
Oh, yeah. Zach Numbers just running away with this lead. This is kind of like you said before, what Sonic does really well with, just that snowballing effect, getting that percent on. And now, Zach just he's playing the long game.
Yeah, now he's not even trying to initiate. All he cares about is making 13 frustrated. He's just trying to get the emotional advantage, so to speak. And just, he has a minute left. What could 13 even possibly do to make this back? Like, he needs a kill now.
Sure.
Now! 13, now! Do it! I don't care what it is. Do something! No! Not that!
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that could kill. I guess, like, a grab-up throw would even kill at this point. Sonic is very light, but how are you going to grab Sonic? How are you going to land anything on him when he's playing like this? Just fainting out, faking out, just doing all these options to stay safe, make sure he's not too much in, 13's range.
I honestly think there's really nothing today to say about this right now. It is what it is.
Yeah.
18.
Sonic's having a good time.
Look at him, he's having the time of his life even.
Yeah, Sonic would, as much as as I'm a huge fan of the Sonic games, I don't talk about this much. Like, Sonic would love to play like this. Like, seriously? It's not gonna work.
And before some random glitch happens that gives Marth Hero's ability to crit.
I was about to say, it's like you just hear Hero's voice when the Force Smash comes out. You get a tip or you get a crit. It's like, yes, but nah, not
the
gonna
game
happen.
got you. The game,
That's
no,
not
the game's
how it
looking out
be.
for you. Well, that was game 2, meaning we have potentially one more game, and then another 5 games ahead of us potentially with Zach Numbers if he were to win the next one, and then potentially another 10 games of Sonic. We're in it for the long haul, Apo. This is what we signed up for. We're closing. We're closing the Zach Numbers, so you know what we need? We need energy. We need vigor. We need, I don't know.
Enthusiasm. Excitement.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Even
Yeah,
hype.
woo, yeah, woo. 13. Please. Anyhow, I'm not biased at all. Could be biased.
I'm
Never
gonna be
could have
100%. I'm gonna be 100% real with you. I kind of like watching Zach, just because of the way he plays. Like, I feel like players who play like this, a lot of it is so mental. I know that optimal Sonic Online, a lot of the time it is very reserved. But just the way Zach plays, I wonder how that kind of takes a toll on your mentality. These games, they're long, they're tiring, they're like 13. If he wants to win this, he has to earn it, really earn it.
So this might be a little bit weird, but in a way I do really, really respect this kind of play because honestly, it does take a fair amount of mental fortitude. It takes a fair amount of belligerence to not care about what other people think, to not care about what other people say, because obviously this is effective. And to honestly constantly be thinking about your defensive options like this for 8 minutes at a time, 7 minutes at a time, it's exhausting. Not a lot of people can do that. Very few people can do that. So I feel like this is a playstyle in of itself. People say, oh, it's toxic, they're constantly holding backwards. Well then, if this is winning, why aren't you doing it? Because the number one rule in fighting games is okay, do what you have to do to win, right? And Zach is doing it.
Yeah, for sure. You play to win. And I've said this before, some players are super good at holding forward. Some players, they just want to mash in your face, and that's okay. Some players, they want to play more reserved like this, and that's also okay. And some players, they just want to space their forward tilt and get a kill. That's also what they want to do. That's what 13 wants to do. That's the first stock.
Yep, definitely. We got the free stock. Now, Sonic is the one that's incentivized to approach. He's the one that has to be constantly holding forward. He's able to get the grounded spike into the up tilt. So much good damage. And once again, the F tilt. Zach is just running into all of these hitboxes.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised Zach didn't ban this stage. Just having those platforms there, it feels like 13's done a really good job, going through platforms and coming in with aerials, just doing like these little little maneuvers that are they're kind of like troublesome for Zach. And it's really been working out. It feels like it's kind of hard to lap Sonic, but like he's about to. He's doing really, really well right now.
Yeah, definitely. He's playing really, really patiently right now. So what I really liked is now that he understands he has the stock lead, he's not really pushing in from center stage, nor is he too hasty to press a button. He's just sort of waiting for Zach to commit, cross up his shield a little bit, and he's not prioritizing getting a punish or a kill right now. All he's just doing is just waiting for Zach to overextend. And as soon as he does that, he's able to get a hit. Yeah.
And that's exactly what I'm seeing too off these platforms, using the platform's ability to kind of extend his advantage, because even right there, we just saw he would fall through a platform, get a tip or up air. It's small stuff like that, just being able to maneuver around the stage better, control the space. That's what's really important against a character like Sonic. Sonic doesn't want you to get near him, but if you control a large amount of space around you, that becomes a problem.
Yep, he can't rush in. He just forced to stay in his little spin dash. Zach giving 13 like a lot of space. He's really, really retreating. He's starting to try to bait 13 to go in once again. But 13 is not falling for it, but he needs to take the stock right now if he wants to take this game. Whoever takes this next stock is going to take this game. That's my prediction.
I mean, yeah, I think you're probably right. To be fair though, this happened really quick. Like Zach dished out the damage like super fast. Like that was like 10 seconds. So I don't think Zach has been hit since then either, and now this game is like straight up even.
Oh, good neutral air dodge, just perfectly timed, and that is going to be I think that was a back air. Yeah, that looked like it.
That was a back air. Sweet spot, yeah. Like we said, 13.
Look how patiently 13, yeah.
So good at spacing aerials. Like, I feel like the hardest thing with Marth is consistently being able to space those aerials, because in this game, it's just like, they're kind of harder to hit than in the previous games, but 13's so good at getting them consistently. But Zach right there, consistently hitting those forward smashes and back airs for the kills.
Yeah, this is an even game for all intents and purposes. 13 takes one hit, and Sonic has the incentive to start camping once again. He's really, really looking for those grounded down airs, and honestly, they've been giving him so much mileage. They cover a huge amount of grounded space. They're able to convert into so many other moves, able to deal a whole lot of damage.
Yeah, I really like what 13 was doing right there, too. Oh my god. I really like what 13 was doing before, too, where he was kind of just standing on the platform and kind of trying to bait Zach to get on it. It feels like a lot of the times that Zach is getting hit, it's because 13's baiting Zach onto a platform or into that kind of position. Really limits Zach's options, and, it lets 13 lay the hurt on. I think that stuff like that's going to be really important in this last stock.
Yeah, this is so, so close, but honestly, as subtle the 7% difference is, it could really, really come back to bite them in the butt, I want to say. I love that dash back from 13. He gave himself the space that he needed. That could have ended so much more poorly. That could have stage spiked. That really could have if he got the right angle of it.
For sure, yeah. Just like that, these two are they're firing at each other. Oh my god. Zach's gonna go deep. Okay, forward smashes. Zach is, these Sonic players, they're so good at dash back forward smash.
But Zach overextending, now he's going to be at the ledge against Marth, but the double roll is going to help him get back onto center. This is tense.
Yeah, this is getting pretty wild. Good air dodge. Going to not get hit by that up air. Okay, this is a good situation for barely rolling off. Really good by Zach.
Yeah, I like that dash back as well. He was anticipating the charge spin dash there. Just waiting and waiting and waiting for Zach to push in. Unfortunately, going to get hit by the spring. Really smart to quickly get up immediately. Make sure he's not going to get tech chased on that platform.
Yeah, and I just realized, is Zach playing the timer? Definitely seems like it.
This is a really risky position to be playing the timer. I don't think it's close enough at all. With one good poke, 13 could take it falling out of the dancing blade.
Yeah, if that was a tip or dancing blade, that would have been the stock right there.
I love the way 13 is playing this right now. He's throwing out a constant active hitbox of his own down tilt. The dancing blade not killing yet either.
Oh my god, how did that not hit?
Down air.
Okay, that'll do it.
And that's gonna be it. Yes. Oh.
we've gotten really good sets. Like, every set has been fantastic.
Yeah, that was really close. Honestly, that was really tooth and nail. That was so close to just going either way. And Zach could have ran the timer if he honestly really wanted to. I love the adaptation at the end, where he just started like doing a little like poke by poke with his down tilts. They stuffed out all of Sonic's approaches with spin dash, and honestly, that is something that you have to do if Sonic is getting a little bit too antsy and too tunnel visioning into the idea of grounded spin dash approaches. Almost any hitbox that you have will be able to either beat it or at the very least clank with it. And now Sonic is in your face, and you'll be able to have like a proper neutral interaction with him. You're not forced to play his game as much.